What's going on, everybody? Welcome inside FitnessInformant.com, Fitness Informant's YouTube channel. I'm FI founder and CEO Ryan Buckeye. I want to thank you for stopping by to check out our 100% honest, no bullshit review of Gaspari Nutrition's SizeOn. Okay, this is an OG product, right? The OG Gaspari Nutrition is now a new version of Gaspari Nutrition. A lot of people watching this video right now, you're probably thinking, holy shit, Gaspari's still alive, and they are, and they're back, and they're better than ever, as Rich Gaspari took back over control of the company. They're coming out with some really cool products, but they kept SizeOn. This has been a staple under the brand for a long time. So today we're going to talk about SizeOn on 5 different categories. First, we're going to talk about the ingredient profile. Second, we're going to talk about the effectiveness. Third, we're going to talk about the flavor. Fourth, mixability as well. I'll show you a mixability test here on camera. And then finally, we're going to talk about value on this product. So let's dive into the ingredient profile. Very confusing for us here at Fitness Informant just because it's a massive prop blend. Now what you can do is you can reverse engineer certain components of this based on the nutritional labels, so carbohydrates, proteins, etc. So we do our best over at Fitness Informant. There's a link below here to take you over there to get a little bit more deep dive into that. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to keep it very high level. That way we don't bore you with the details. So essentially there are 4 different matrices or complexes here that make up a total of 63 grams of a SizeOn proprietary blend. The first is your carbohydrate energy matrix, which is trehalose, dextrose, cyclic dextrin, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. It's on the screen. You guys can see it here. Now, how much is in there? Well, we know that we have 40 grams of carbohydrates. Now, it also says sugars from trehalose and dextrose is 39 grams. So you know that you're getting 39 grams of carbohydrates from those 2 sources. So you're going to get a very minimal amount of carbohydrates from cyclic dextrin, which is our favorite version of a carbohydrate. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing because this is an intra-workout, so spiking and restoring those glycogen stores intra-workout and spiking insulin during the workout is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to have a really good pump, which we'll talk about in the effectiveness, but you might have just a little bit of a letdown crash, but not super crazy. But since you're consuming it intra-workout, we're not as concerned about it as, say, if you consumed it maybe before bed or later in the day. You do need the glycogen stores to be full during your workout to provide prolonged energy and endurance and even that increase in pump. The next portion of this is the protein synthesis acceleration matrix. Essentially, this is whey protein hydrolysate mixed with branched chain amino acids. We have an emphasis on leucine at 4 grams. Leucine is essentially the key that starts the mTOR muscle protein synthesis process, which is going to help with repair and recovery. Whey protein hydrolysate, we don't know how much we're getting, but the label here says we get 7 grams of protein. So we would assume that we're getting right around 7 grams of whey protein hydrolysate, which is a fast absorption, fast digestion protein. It's going to help break down into amino acids and peptides to help with that muscle protein synthesis. The next here is the phosphodrive endurance complex. This contains several different variations of creatine, creatine monohydrate, creatine magnepower. This is good for ATP production. So essentially your body uses ATP as a primary fuel source to get you through a workout. And as that goes, you burn phosphate molecules for the energy production, and then ATP becomes ADP. Then you need a creatine molecule, to then rebuild that back to ATP to keep that cycle going for energy production. So we don't know how much creatine we get here, but we know that there's creatine in this, and you're consuming it intra-workout. The last portion on this is the Osmodrive Advanced Hydration Complex, which is taurine, electrolytes, and other hydration ingredients. Taurine actually helps regulate electrolytes. So essentially what this product has been designed or developed to do is give you energy and endurance through the carbohydrate complex, help with muscle protein synthesis, and to keep you hydrated. So there's that. The biggest question mark for us is how much are we getting of each of these ingredients? You really can't tell, especially with a massive blend at 63 grams. We know that 40 grams of that is carbohydrates. That leaves 23 grams left. We know that 7 grams is probably coming from whey protein hydrolysate, which means now you have 16 grams left to contribute for, say, 5 grams of creatine monohydrate, your BCAAs, which is 4 grams. So we know that, again, going back, if you have 63 grams of SizeOn blend, you got 40 grams of that being carbohydrates, there's 23 grams left. You have 7 grams of protein, that's 16 grams left. You have 4 grams of leucine, that's 12 grams left. 12 grams left for everything else in this. You could split it up. So we would prefer a little bit more clarity on the label, but that's where we sit. In terms of effectiveness, listen, most times effectiveness is a direct correlation to the label. You do get the increased endurance, right? The carbohydrates and the glycogen restore is going to work. 40 grams of carbs intra-workout is going to provide you with more energy that you need when you burn that when you burn the sugars in your body for energy, right? You're also going to have an increased pump because glycogen is going to go ahead and get into the muscles and make you fuller, which is a nice addition. We did feel like we had more endurance. We did feel like we were more hydrated, and we know we had a better pump because we could see it in the mirror. So it definitely does work. Again, I just want more clarity in terms of what's going on with the ingredient profile and say, like, do I need to add some stuff into your workout? Do I actually have enough creatine? I know I have enough carbs. But do I need more taurine, etc.? That's really where the question mark comes in. But at the end of the day, it does give you more energy, endurance. You do have a fuller pump, and you do feel pretty well hydrated when you're on this product. In terms of flavor, we got Grape Cooler. Now, this doesn't taste like your traditional grape. It's not bad by any means, but it's not super hardcore grape. There's a little bit of an off taste to it, and not in a bad way, but just like a different taste to it where it's not straight grape. Now, that could be because you have a ton of carbohydrates, making it a little bit sweeter, etc. But you do get, overwhelmingly, you get the grape flavor with a slight differentiation taste that I can't quite explain, but it's still not bad. I know they make it in several different flavors as well, but grape is the one that we got to try here at F5. In terms of mixability, 1 scoop and 20 to 30 ounces of water. Why so much? Well, it's an Intra-Workout. A lot of people will carry a gallon jug with them. We carry the official Ice Shaker cup, or the official Fitness Informant cup, which is the Ice Shaker cup. And that's what you're going to see here in the video when we mix it up in 20 ounces of water. We use exactly 20 ounces of water in the FI official cup, the Ice Shaker cup here. As you can see, it actually mixes really well. Now, you're getting a scoop size of 68 grams. It's a massive serving size in 20 to 30 ounces of water, and it actually does a really good job in terms of mixability. Now, when you look on this ingredient label, a couple ingredients that stand out to you that doesn't mix well is going to be your branched chain amino acids. You might have slight particles in this, but overwhelmingly very impressed, considering this is a 68 gram serving size, at the lack of particles that we actually see, as you can see here on camera. In terms of value, this thing retails anywhere between 45 and 50 bucks, depending on where you get it. You get 24 servings, so right around $2 a serving, 40 grams of carbs. It's not HBCD, which is our favorite version of carbs, but you are consuming this Intra-Workout, so the value is there. This is a good product for that price tag. Are there other carb sources out there that are a little bit higher quality? The answer is yes, but you're also getting more than just the carb sources in this. You are getting the muscle protein synthesis acceleration matrix, which is going to be your BCAAs and your whey protein hydrosylates. You're getting your creatines, etc. So our ask would be like, what exactly is in this, right, at the end of the day? But it seems like it's worth the value considering that it did work for us here. So if you want to purchase this product, look below for a link to purchase the product as well as a coupon code if there's one available to save you a few dollars on the product. For a more in-depth written review of this particular supplement, visit below as well. There'll be a link to take you to the FI. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the red subscribe now button here below to stay up to date with all new supplement reviews at Fitness Informant. Make sure you're following us on social media channels. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and TikTok, if you're on TikTok. Check out our podcast. It's called Be Informed, Live Fit. We are on iTunes, Spotify, right here at YouTube, featuring awesome guests like Rich Gaspari, the owner of Gaspari Nutrition. For more supplement reviews, rankings, deals, news, workout routines, and nutrition plans, visit us on our official website. We're online at fitnessinformants.com.